Have you just started working at a clinic as an independent contractor? Now what? Hi, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to part 2 in navigating clinic policies and team expectations as a self-employed RMT. How do you balance being an independent contractor and still follow the clinic policies? What does it look like to fit in with a team and yet still feel like you're independently running your own practice? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how to navigate those clinic policies that work within a team, as well as making sure that you build a successful practice while still maintaining control over your business. So, if you're new to working in a clinic setting, you won't want to miss this video. Let's get started. So, even though you're a self-employed RMT, clinics are going to have systems in place to help keep things running smoothly. Their policies, systems, and procedures are going to help with things like a patient experience and continuity across all practitioners, maybe a clinic workflow and organization like in the booking system or payments. And some clinics will have legal and professional requirements that you must follow if you do work in that clinic. Some common policies that you might see as an RMT are room assignments. You might not always have a dedicated space, and clinics often will rotate rooms on availability. There also might be some expectations around your available hours. Some clinics are going to expect you to be available for a minimum number of hours per week. You might have to be on site for a certain period of time, even though your schedule might reflect more flexibility. Most likely in the clinic you're working in, they're going to use some sort of a software system to help with charting and billing. Most commonly, Jane app is used. Some clinics will allow you to book your own clients, while others will help you manage those bookings. Some clinics might even have some cleaning expectations. So some clinics might expect their practitioners to clean their treatment space after each patient or at the end of their shift, while others may have some other specific cleaning policies that you have to follow. One thing to keep in mind when you are looking at your contract, take a look and see what is actually outlined in your contract as far as these expectations go. If it's not clear, make sure you ask for clarification. Contracts can be really confusing. What are some things that you should pay attention to before signing a contract? Ask specific questions about their policies up front. Make sure you already start that line of communication before you even sign the contract. Make sure that the clinic expectations and values align with how you want to run your own practice. Make sure you understand and outline what's flexible and what is mandatory. Most clinic policies are going to be non-negotiable. However, it's still important to have these discussions and conversations so that you can avoid any misunderstanding down the line. Some RMTs are going to struggle with finding the right clinic, and that's okay. You want to feel like you're part of a team and that the clinic aligns with the same values and perspective that you have as an RMT. The key is that clinics are going to set policies for operations, but you have control over how you're going to build your practice. Let's use the example of clinics that set room assignments. However, you get to decide how you're going to run your treatments. Or the clinic might require that you have certain availability, but you get to control your rebooking strategies. Sometimes being independently contracted can start to blur the line on some of these policies. Some common boundaries for concern for RMTs might be feeling pressure to take on extra work or shifts outside their availability, or being expected to participate in team meetings and extra responsibility. Make sure that you stick to your contract. If it doesn't require extra commitments, politely decline. But make sure you are communicating professionally. I appreciate the opportunity, but as an independent contractor, I need to manage my availability very carefully. If you feel that the clinic is crossing the line into an employer-like type role, reassess if this is the right fit for you. Now, some clinics might function from a team-based environment, while others will allow RMTs to operate more independently and solo. But being part of a team can be really beneficial for you. Especially if you are a brand new RMT or new to a particular area, working with a team can help with referrals from other practitioners, maybe even improving your patient retention, or it can also make your work environment a little bit more enjoyable and supportive. So some strategies for integrating into a team without feeling like you're an employee. You could try engaging with team communication. If the team uses an internal chat system, you can use that to coordinate different patient care. Attending team meetings can be a great place to get onto the same page as your team. Some clinics hold these meetings and they can be helpful for networking, referrals, patient treatment planning, and just staying on top of clinic expectations and events. Try building some relationships with some of the other practitioners. A strong network can lead to internal referrals and better patient outcomes. It can be quite a balancing act, but make sure you're respecting your clinic's culture while maintaining your own autonomy. Be professional, but remember, you're not obligated to engage in extra tasks outside the contract. But it's that fine line to integrate into a team environment. So if it's important to you, make sure that you ask yourself, is this clinic right for me? Some RMTs really struggle with clinic culture. This doesn't have to always align with your values and practice style, but consider maybe adjusting how you communicate with the team and seek clarifications on expectations. Only explore those optional clinics if necessary. Balancing clinic policies with your independence doesn't always have to be complicated. As long as you understand your contract, respect the clinic's workflow, and set clear boundaries, you'll find working within a clinic can actually support your business growth. The key is to finding the right balance between being part of a team and maintaining your autonomy as a self-employed RMT. In the next video, I'm going to cover a pretty big topic, contracts, how to protect yourself as self-employed status, and recognizing red flags in contracts or clinic expectations that might start to cross the line into an employee-like control. If you're not sure what to watch out for before signing with a clinic, you won't want to miss it. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss out on the full video. What's your contract question? Leave it in the comments below, and I'll make sure to address it in the next video.